All right, how we doing out there, everyone? Brutal Monkey once again.
And now,
Now, usually I talk about movies, video games, some form of entertainment. But really, the underlying thing I see is people with just bad behavior. People who aren't mature, people who are narcissistic, meaning they think the world revolves around them. I know that term gets thrown out quite a bit, but it's really somebody who has main character syndrome. Everybody should be worried about them, and they're worried about them. Isn't that interesting? There is something called the butterfly effect, or when I was younger, it was ripples in the pond. Once you throw a rock into the pond, all the ripple effects that happen, that's the reaction to your action. And for some reason, it seems, I really want to say women, but it's lack of testosterone. Let's put it there. It's men who I guess should be women and regular women who are just mind blown that the world doesn't do what they want them to do. They want their full outright freedom, but somehow we don't deserve the same. So I got a video here to just kind of sum up the hypocrisy and lack of self-reflection for most people. Let's get into it.
What I find really fucking comical, me and all my liberal friends want to be traditional housewives.
Well, if you really wanted to be traditional, how the hell did you get liberal?
Not all of us, but most of us. But the problem is we don't like Republican men because they don't have the same sense of justice and morality that we do.
You mean the sense of justice of I can basically call anyone a bigotist or a phobe that I don't agree with? Basically just hand out money to Ukraine, hand out money to Palestine because you just feel so much more empathy than any other human who's ever been born on the planet. Wow. You really have a high self-esteem of yourself, don't you? You really hold yourself in high regard, huh? You're just so omnipotent. One of the greatest people on the planet. You and your friends just somehow are just better people than all the other millions of people on the planet. Can't see anything going wrong with that kind of mind state.
Because we care for every human being. And the liberal men don't believe in exploiting themselves for labor, so we have to have an equal household.
You mean that the liberal men have no testosterone? They're weak. They have bit into your feminization. And apparently, like most women's things, they ask for something and they don't really want it. Wow. How can everybody on the planet see this except for women? I don't get this. We're so educated. We're so smart. We're just so great. Yeah, anybody who's really good, great, really doesn't need to say that. Their work and who they are kind of shows it for themselves. So anytime you're barking about this, probably not true. I'm 47 years old and I kind of realized that when I was like 7. So this virtue signaling, I'm just so great, kind of tells me the exact opposite. Anything you say about yourself, I'll kind of take the exact opposite. Once I watch you, I'm just gonna watch you contradict everything you say. Second thing I noticed is she's got the retarded glasses. Oh, I just want to look so smart. You're dumb as fuck if you can't figure out that maybe your fucking hair and your fucking disposition is why you're in the boat you in. You and all your dumb friends. How many idiots does it take to screw in a light bulb? How many dumb females does it take to figure out maybe you're fucked up and that's why people don't like you? Jesus Christ. Women make me want to vomit.
Because the only one...
How are you strong and independent and so great, but then you cry and go to the internet anytime something doesn't go your fucking way? What a pussy. I mean, I don't fault this as a human behavior. I really don't fault this as a human behavior. But I expect to see this out of a 3rd grader, a 4th grader. Like once you're out of elementary school, you're supposed to get past, hey, sticks and stones can break your bones, but if you're really somebody with value and substance, doesn't matter what they say. So the fact that every little thing hurts you kind of lets you know how weak you are. You're just a straw house, a foundation of sand.
Ones that bust their ass and make enough money to support a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever, are the Republican men because they will exploit the shit out of themselves for money.
You mean they'll be adults and go to work and be productive in society. Okay. So you're basically saying conservative men want to produce and provide for a family, and liberal men just kind of want to sit there and whatever you say, honey. Well, it's the world you made it. I hope you enjoyed it. You follow the recipe to a T, sit down and eat it.
Then they're miserable and burn out and take it out on everyone around them.
Oh, God,
and
okay.
refuse to take meds.
Refuse to take meds so we can end up like you? Yeah, I'll probably never take meds, and I'll never take an aspirin again if I end up like you. It's just so dumb. Sitting there, why is the world not doing what I want it to do? Well, I just want to kind of let this for the record that us as people, including myself, the world doesn't revolve around me. I kind of have to revolve around the world. Novel concept, isn't it? I think it's called becoming an adult.
It's like, I'd rather be alone.
I'd rather be alone than change. And that's what I expect out of TikTok. Let me play this one more time because I know I stopped it quite a bit so you can hear these irrational, selfish thoughts. Because women are basically kids, and this is kind of proof.
Really fucking comical. Me and all my liberal friends want to be traditional housewives. Not all of us, but most of us. But the problem is we don't like.
Okay, sorry. All of my friends want to be liberal. Well, not all. You can't even get your sentence straight. Sorry, I just like. These are the people that scream they're the most educated. You can't even form a sentence. Where's the education at? My 9-year-old son can express himself better than this. Well, kind of. So, yeah, I don't let him talk like that. You say exactly what you mean. Don't waste my time. Well, kind of. It's like, yeah, that's a waste of my time. That makes me not like you. Just because you have something to say, by no means I have to listen to you, consider what you have to say, or give it any kind of validity. You can speak all you want. I don't have to accept it. But I guess I'm wrong. That's misogyny. Rules. Ooh.
Republican men because they don't have the same sense of justice and morality that we do, because we care for every human being. And the liberal men don't
every human except for babies
for labor, so like we have to have an equal household, because the only ones that bust their ass and make enough money to support a stay-at-home mom, wife, whatever,
get it out.
Republican men, because they will exploit the shit out of themselves for money. Then they're miserable and burn out and take it out on everyone around them and refuse to take it.
Yeah, I heard enough.
So it's like.
So, I hope you could dissect the delusion in what she's saying, because we just have such a sense of justice and care about everybody, except for those abortions. Those babies really don't seem to get no love, no care. We need to kill these babies. So, this was a little mean, I'm sure, but at this point, it's about 7 years of women yap, and the world won't do what I say. And I'm kind of sick of it. The pendulum swings one way, swings back the other way even harder. And I guess that's where I come in. Brutal Monkey News, Brutal Monkey Entertainment. Send me more, comment. Let me know what's going on. Brutal Monkey.